what advice would you give to a young person, like in high school, whether there be an artist, a creative, an engineer, a any kind of career path, or maybe just life in general, how they can live a life they can be proud of?
I think one of my big thoughts, and like especially now having kids, is that I don't think we spend enough time teaching creativity. And I think creativity is a muscle like other things. And there's a lot of emphasis on, learn how to play the piano and then you can write a song, or like learn the technical stuff and then you can do a thing. But I think it's like I have a friend who's like world's greatest guitar player, amazing sort of like producer, works with other people, but he's really sort of like, he like engineers and records things and like does solos, but he doesn't really like make his own music. And I was talking to him and I was like, dude, you're so talented at music. Like, why don't you make music or whatever? And he was like, because I'm too old. I never learned the creative muscle. And it's like, it's embarrassing. It's like learning the creative muscle takes a lot of failure. And it also sort of, when you're being creative, you're throwing paint at a wall and a lot of stuff will fail. So like part of it is like a tolerance for failure and humiliation.
And that's somehow that's easier to develop when you're young. Or be persist through it when you're young.
Everything is easier to develop when you're young. And yes, and
the younger the better. It could destroy you. I mean, that's the shitty thing about creativity. If failure could destroy you if you're not careful. But that's the risk worth taking.
But at a young age, developing a tolerance to failure is good. I fail all the time. Like I do stupid shit all the time. Like in public improv, I get canceled for. I make all kind of mistakes, but I just like am very resilient about making mistakes, and so then like I do a lot of things that like other people wouldn't do, and like I think my greatest asset is my creativity, and I think tolerance to failure is just a super essential thing that should be taught before other things.
Brilliant advice. Yeah. I wish everybody encouraged sort of failure more. As opposed to kind of,
because we like punish failure.
Yeah,
we're like, no,
punish it.
we're no, like when we were teaching kids, we're like, no, that's wrong. Like that's, like X keeps like, will be like wrong. Like he'll say like crazy things. Like X keeps being like bubble car. And I'm like, I'm like, what's a bubble car? Like, but like, it doesn't like, but I don't want to be like, no, you're wrong. I'm like, you're thinking of weird, crazy shit. Like, I don't know what a bubble car is, but like...
He's creating worlds, and they might be internally consistent, and through that, he might discover something fundamental about this world.
Yeah, or he'll like rewrite songs like with words that he prefers. So like instead of baby shark, he says baby car.